What are we choosing to?
The girls' weekend. I mean, there's a lot of people who love clothing, a lot of girls who can put together a Pinterest board or whatever.
And that is not a stylist make.
Come on. Style unlocked.
Yes!
Having a stylist is a rich bitch sport.
New York Fashion Week.
Crowded.
Hi queens, welcome back to Style Unlocked, where I sit down with our stylish faves, talk through their personal style journey, rate some celebrity looks, and play some fashion trivia. I hope these conversations help you unlock your personal style. When it comes to celebrity styling, my next guest is an expert in his very own right. From styling some of your favorite red carpet looks to sharing homemade recipes and dishing on the hottest restaurants in New York City, Scot Louie is the definition of a multifaceted queen. The Brooklyn, New York native got his start in the fashion scene at an early age and has been able to work with celebrities such as Ryan Destiny, Kelly Rowland, Keke Palmer, and so many more. His unapologetic confidence and tactical approach to fashion makes him the perfect guest for Style Unlocked. Please welcome my next guest, Scot Louie.
I always get so like,
I know,
when I hear the intro, I'm like, oh my God, is that me? Wow.
Yes,
so
it's
impressive.
you. It's you. Okay, before we get into it, let's go through this look, baby.
Oh, okay.
Give it to us. Give it to us.
All right, well, you know.
We're going to do a side-by-side of the whole outfit at the end. So
okay, period.
Just talk us through it.
My jacket is from the Frankie shop.
Gorgeous color.
Isn't it such a good color?
It's such a good
It goes with my baby.
Period.
You know, it's like a full thing.
It's a whole moment.
My little child. So Loewe bag, by the way. Yeah, jacket Frankie shop. You know the Valentino.
Yeah.
look,
You're giving us Kate almost.
Yeah, exactly. She pushed. So I was like, here we go. Now, the jeans are a thing.
Are they? Their moment?
They're a thing.
What's the thing?
The thing is they're like high-waisted and I don't really do a high waist and they like flood really low, which I kind of love. But if I tell you where they're from, girl.
Just tell us. Well, we're going to get into shopping and places you shop and where you find the things.
I mean, I'm a resourceful girl.
I know this.
Yeah, nonetheless.
But they're going to be surprised.
These are from Pretty Little Thing.
And they're gorgeous.
I mean, they're so good though. Like, they have actually recently become one of my favorite jeans. And I'm just like, damn, y'all kind of hate that.
Because they're kind of like a flare. Like,
they're
I feel like you don't do a flare.
I don't do a flare.
Yeah.
I don't do a high waist. And I was like, and like the fit is good. I'm like, you ate.
For those who aren't familiar, walk us through your career journey. How did your passion for fashion evolve into this career?
I've always kind of like had this like hunger for more, hunger for hustle.
Which makes sense because you're from here.
I'm from here and I always wanted my own money and I've never wanted, my mom always, it was almost like pleading with her to get certain things. Like, it's like I had everything I needed.
Yeah.
But when it came to the wants, it was like, why?
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
I don't want to have to explain myself.
I don't want to have to explain myself and I don't want to have to talk to nobody. So it's like, if I got it, I like throw money at the issue, the issue. So my whole thing was I got to go out and make money. I've always loved fashion. I'm a child of the hair salon. Oh. So I'm a child of, you know, you sit in the corner, Vogue magazine, Harper's Bazaar, like, and my mom's over there getting her hair done. I'm a child of the salon, single mother, so.
Same.
You know,
Same.
raised around.
Yeah,
it was
a time.
Listen, it really gives you the tools.
Yeah.
You have to have something to show.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, I got to build a book.
Which is still very valid.
I
think a lost kind of art that people don't consider anymore.
No,
like, just get some examples. Get some proof.
Let's talk about it. Like, what do you have to show? There's a lot of people who love clothing. There's a lot of girls who can put together a polyvore board, a Pinterest board, or whatever.
And that is not a stylist make.
Come on. Do you have access? Can you actually... Anyway, before I go there, the first job I ever did was I reached out on Craigslist. Like,
wow.
Craigslist, well, you know how they would have all those gigs and stuff, and they were like, it was like a test shoot with some photographer. Girl, mind you, my mom had to drive me to the shoot because I was like 14 years old.
This is adorable.
But it was so cute. My mom was so proud of me. She was like, do good. My mom didn't know what the hell I was. She was like,
literally,
do a good job, do your best, and call me when you're done so I can come pick you up. Like, my mom thought she was dropping me off at a friend's house, you know? And I do the shoot. I meet this girl on set, and she is currently working on another show with one of the housewives of New Jersey. So she's like, you know, you're a little green, but I could use an assistant. And I'm like, yeah, sure, I'm down. Like, I'll do whatever. And we worked together on that shoot. And
now you're in it.
Now I'm in it. Like, now I know what it's like. I know what it's about. And I'm like, okay, here we are. She gets fired. First day of working. I was like, oh.
Whoops.
Right. So then Danielle's assistant, it was Danielle Staub.
Oh.
From the Housewives of New Jersey. Her assistant calls me and is like, Danielle really liked you. She wants to work with you. And I'm like, oh, okay. I don't know.
Anything about anything.
At this point in my career, I think a stylist takes a credit card and goes to the store and just swipes. Just buys whatever they want.
Yeah.
I'm like, I've always said it. Having a stylist is a rich bitch sport.
Yeah.
But I really thought that it was like, oh, I just go get your credit card and just run it up. Nope. Polar opposite. So it's like I'm learning on the job. Naturally, I get fired. Naturally. So I'm like, here we go. And that's where it began.
Wow. That was like a bang. Like, you started with a bang.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to send you the picture so you can.
Oh my God,
girl,
please do.
hideous.
Yeah, the next question was the first person you styled, so there we have that.
I hate that that's the case because I always skip a little and I'm like, my first client was Little Kim, but that's really not the truth. It was Danielle Stahl.
It was Danielle Stahl. Okay, tell us about the person you usually say is your first.
I was my first powerhouse.
Yeah, where you're like,
name.
holy shit, I'm doing this.
Yeah, it was Little Kim.
Okay.
We did our first fitting on my 18th birthday.
Aww.
Yeah. So I remember that forever.
Yeah.
You know, I was like,
And how did you feel? Like, were you like nervous? I mean, obviously you were nervous.
oh my God, nervous beyond. I don't think nervous is a
word.
Huh?
You also can't let them see you sweat.
No.
So like,
she saw me sweat though. she saw me sweat. Like physically sweat. She was like 3 hours late. I remember it like it was yesterday. There was she wouldn't let us come to her house, so she got a hotel in Jersey for the first time. Because obviously I'm a stranger.
Yeah.
You know, how I even got to her
that's how people get robbed, honey.
Right. How I even got to her was I found her assistant on Twitter. And
He is a resourceful queen.
Listen. Resourceful is the word.
It is so...
It's the word.
Undervalued.
No, truly. My come up is very different. But how I found him was on Twitter. And I emailed him mood boards. Back to the mood boards. I put together mood boards and I was like,
showed the vision.
I want to see Kim like this. I want to see Kim like this. Da-da-da-da-da-da. And stuff. And he was like, okay, I'll show it to her. I'll send it to her. 2 years straight.
Wow.
And after 2 years, he was like, Kim wants to give you a chance. And I was like, I remember as soon as I got that call, it was late at night, so I called my mom. I was at our Brooklyn apartment and she was out on Long Island. And I called her and I was like, Mom, Kim wants to give me a chance. She was like, okay, do good, put God first. You know, Jamaican mom. Put God first, do good. And I'm like, okay, Mom.
Okay, girl.
Literally. And we do the first fitting. At that point, now I know how to pull. So you got
the pieces.
And
you got a good reason.
Come on, I had the newest. I remember it like it was yesterday. I had this fab Alexander Wang look, and this is when Alexander Wang was like. And I went to the showroom, and that's when he had to show him where his atelier was in the back and stuff in Soho. And I went in there, and he was having a meeting, and I was like, oh my God, look at that pretty head of hair. And they were showing me things, and this was back when what's her name? My God, Zoe Kravitz was his muse.
Gotcha.
And they were like, oh, we can't give you that because Zoe just wore it. And I was like it was like being a kid in a candy store. I was like, oh my God.
There is so much respect on your name right now.
No, well, there should be. Come on. But it was insane. So I had all of these great pieces, and she was beyond words. She was like, oh, this is fab. I want these. Can I buy these from you? Kim was, and I was like, I got her.
I did that.
I kind of ate that.
I love that. Okay, yeah. I'm glad we pivoted. Is the art of styling something that comes naturally or something that needs to be studied, practiced, worked at? Because I feel like there's two thought processes.
There is.
And two things can be true at the same time.
That's a really good question.
Thank you. We do our best.
Because style is not taught, but somehow, some way, I feel like style can be learned.
Mm-hmm. I completely agree.
You know, it's all right, taste is not taught, but style can be learned. Yeah. There we go.
And the elements of
styling. You know what I'm saying? Proportions and, using color and how to use color, layering, things like that. You know what I'm saying? Knowing the color wheel, knowing about complementary colors, and knowing about and accessorizing. And how to accessorize and where to remove things, and just simple little specs.
And
when
that
it comes to
education
fashion.
can come in different forms too.
Exactly. So style can be taught, the aspects of styling, but taste that's innate.
Yeah. Which is why so many stylists are so different. Right? Then people
Exactly.
gravitate towards who
they like.
Yeah. Okay. What are some common misconceptions about being a celebrity stylist, and what advice would you give someone who aspires to be one?
Common misconceptions is that it's gonna be easy and that it's always fun. The shit is hard. This is work.
This is something I realized
Yeah.
because even like I wanted to be a stylist, right? This is many moons ago, and I just didn't know how, right? So I went to school, went to college, whatever. And now people will reach out, or people will be like, "Oh, would you ever think about style?" Oh, I don't have the disposition now.
No.
I'm too grown.
Like, girl, I guess myself.
I don't, but I also just don't even. I know I don't have the temperament for it.
Right.
I know what it takes to deal with other people's neuroses, and I don't got
It's
it.
a lot.
When I was 22,
Maybe.
now,
Far beyond that. Come on.
because it is a selfless job. Also, it is not about you looking cute.
And it's a thankless
It's
job.
a thankless job.
It's a thankless job. I say this all the time. As a stylist, I babysit insecurities for a living.
Absolutely. And I can barely get through my own insecurities. I can't be like, this looks good, I picked out a banger, and now we're like in your head.
Right. But like, as a stylist, you have to somehow, some way be a therapist.
Absolutely.
With clothing. It's like, you're going through a breakup. You know your nigga cheating on you. This, that, the third. There's always something, and it's like, look your best. Show up as the best. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And why does it matter? And how can we make you feel better?
It's just so much. And people think it's just, oh, get the best clothes and put it on. If only it were that simple.
Everyone would do it.
And the thing is, I've seen so many stylists come and go. This game is, it's a raw game. It's a raw game.
So one piece of advice, if I am at home watching right now and I'm like, this has always been my dream. But I don't know where to start, what to do.
The best place, I don't want to sound so like, but like, the best way to start is to start.
Yeah.
The best way to start is to start. It's, if you're in a small town, find the local makeup artist who wants it and the local photographer, reach out to a model agency, ask them to use their new faces to test.
Period.
Start building
Network
a book.
sideways.
Reach across.
Yeah. Now that we know a little bit about you, let's have a beverage break.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna get into a new segment. I'm very excited about this. It's gonna be a fun one. It's called What Comes to Mind.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna say a word or a phrase.
Okay.
And you're gonna tell me the first word that comes to mind.
Oh, this is a nice
I made this with you in mind. Pharrell for LV.
Love.
Oh, I love to.
I love. I'm in.
I'm in.
I love moments in, like,
It's a moment.
It's a moment in fashion.
Yeah.
You know, it's,
The bags are bagging. Like, I don't know. What's the problem?
what's the issue? It's like, I think people are missing
The purpose, the point.
purpose. It's fashion. You know, like, not everything needs to be so, like, it doesn't have to be so fully, not to say that it doesn't need to be so fully thought out, but like, everything doesn't need to be so complex. Like, there's a certain whimsy that needs to be reignited in fashion. And I think Pharrell is doing it. Love. Absolute love.
Hey, girl.
Me. I'm just kidding.
Moving on. New York Fashion Week.
Crowded. Very crowded. And I'm not saying that in terms of like the influencer.
In terms of like gatekeeping.
No, I'm not saying it like that. I'm saying that there is no rhyme or reason in New York anymore. It's just like, we just opened up the floodgates and said, come one, come all, have a ball. And no one's having fun. No one's having a good time.
Dating in New York City.
Hell. Actual hell. Next question.
Sustainable fashion.
Is it sustainable for real?
Because is it? Is anyone doing it?
Is anyone doing it?
I don't know.
You know, it's like, we talk about sustainability and the thought is there, the sentiment is there, but really, how sustainable is it? Because you buy sustainable fashion and they're talking about, oh, it's made with recycled cotton, this, that, and the third, but then it's like you send it in a box, in plastic, it's wrapped, it has tags on it. I'm just like, we're kind of missing the beat here.
Yeah. But you know what I think? Sustainable fashion, the focus needs to be about getting people to keep their things longer and to make more thoughtful purchases. Because it's the stuff. It's all still stuff.
It's clutter.
And it's the rapid speed at which people are buying and accumulating things and then getting rid of things.
You know
is
what
the problem for the
sustainable
planet.
fashion should be is buy that blazer that will last the row. The row.
Yeah.
Now that's what I consider sustainable fashion. It is
Buying the things you love, you want to keep forever.
forever. Long-lasting pieces. No questions.
The impact. Was that a word? A scream.
I'm so excited now. I'm so excited.
That was excited.
It's like excited, nervous. I'm like, oh my God, I hope I get a good edit. What did I say on there? Like, did I look good? Was I sitting up right? You know, like.
I would be terrified.
No, truly.
Based on all the things you said. Especially as a person who does what we do, it's the controlling.
Because we control the edit.
I need to be in charge.
I don't control the edit. I don't control the lighting.
That's
I don't know what.
terrifying.
I'm like, was my glam looking good? Did I need more bronzer? You know, like, was there a harsh line?
Yeah,
like,
you're not filming and then they let you see.
No.
You don't get to like.
We haven't seen anything yet. Everything's a surprise. Everything's a surprise.
Do they even say like, oh, this episode, like, here's the topic? Here's what it. Nothing.
We're like thrown into it's our real lives. We just have a camera crew in front of us. That's it.
It makes me want to vomit.
It's just the thought. I was like, but here we go. Yeah.
All right, let's get into your personal style. Describe your style in 3 words.
Resourceful, for sure.
For sure.
I would definitely say polished. I feel like that's a word I would use to describe myself, as polished. And then also like kind of just like fun. Like I like to have fun. And I think that's the reason why I don't gravitate towards the term quiet luxury.
Yeah.
I hate
because it feels like the fun is sucked out of it.
It's just like, it's so serious. And to know me is to know, to watch me on TikTok, to see me in person, to know me is to know I'm a goofball. Like, I enjoy having fun and I want to be exuberant and excited. And it's like, yes, I love neutrals and I love timeless pieces and, you know, luxury, but I don't love the
pretentiousness.
Yeah, it just feels so like Queen Elizabeth. And I'm just like, oh, girl, please, cut it.
Yeah. Cheers to us.
To the girl.
Cheers to you. Who is your fashion icon and why?
There's so many people.
Walk us through it.
So many.
I mean, you don't have to walk us through all of them, but I know there's like icons for certain things, certain moments in time.
Yeah, I don't have like one overarching person. I had a period where I was going through old images of Linda Evangelista's off-duty style.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it was just like leather pants, good trench coat, clean white tee. But then it was like the haircut, the ice blonde haircut.
Color. An icon can be a person that just makes you want to exude the same vibe.
Level of like effortless cool.
Yeah.
But also like something that's just like wow about you. So typical, but like Rihanna is always gonna be on my mood board because she's a true chameleon single time. And she is someone who I really think people need to take better notice of when it comes to jewelry. That jewelry game is truly
totally
unmatched.
makes sense with you talking about her. Because that's how I think of you with jewelry.
Granted today, it's very light. It's very light.
But I feel like that is always your like topping.
Yeah,
and it's always things I would never think of.
You know? Whose style also I've like recently been like going back and loving. Ooh. Victoria Beckham. Like I just love
did you watch the documentary?
Loved.
Yeah, loved.
And I was just like, let me go back and start like, I love
She had so many eras.
They
were all so
many different eras. And I'm just like, I mean, her US era where it was just like Rick Owens.
Yes.
Like heavy, I mean huge.
And she's so unapologetic
daffodils.
about it.
And just like so many different types of VB.
Yeah, you're seeing it on the screen.
Yeah.
What was your very first luxury purchase? Come on, give it to me.
I remember this like it was yesterday. I was 17.
Okay.
I had just gotten $250 and girl, I thought I was rich.
Period. You were rich.
I was rich. I was at home, no bills. $250.
Burning a hole in your damn pocket.
Okay. So I took that $250 and I went up to the mall and bought a Michael Kors watch.
Oh my God. I wanted a Michael Kors watch so bad. There were a time, wasn't it?
I was just like,
I finally got one, but the way I wanted it, a bag and a watch.
So bad.
It was on my Christmas wish list for the whole fucking year. And I was like, if I get anything else but these,
It's gonna hurt.
I will flip somebody's table.
My mom was not gonna buy it for me. She was just like, what? Because she knew I wanted it because it was popular. But the thing is, I was like, I'm gonna wear it different. Like, and it was just something I wanted to wear every single day. It was just like a gold.
Yes,
you know,
it
like.
was the watch.
It was the watch. It's just like, listen, if you're looking for a bad bitch, I'm gonna give it to you straight now. I'm gonna give it to you straight. If you're looking for a bad bitch, just check out her wrist.
Period.
Knock it off. Knock it off. Come on. If you're looking for a bad bitch, just look at her wrist. Every single time.
And that's it. Favorite celebrity look you styled in 2023?
Ryan Destiny, Alaya. It was like an Alaya.
You're seeing it.
Bodysuit. Oh, yeah, that was my favorite. McQueen earrings, satin Saint Laurent.
I know this is on Instagram.
I ate
That was the one.
Yeah, she was good.
That one. Your go-to meal to cook when you're trying to impress someone?
I don't never impress anybody.
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
Please.
If I'm trying
Your go-to, like, oh, you can cook. Like that meal.
Oxtail, rice and peas, like you know, because that's a labor of love.
Yeah.
Like cooking oxtail is a long time. So it's like, you know, if I'm trying to keep that man, I'm making some oxtail.
A celebrity you'd love to style one day. Do you have somebody on your list?
Oh my God, there's so many.
Okay, let's give us some.
It's like Toni Braxton,
Ooh.
Whitney Houston if she was still living, Rihanna, just like what, like, and I'm talking like one-offs, like good one-time editorials.
Like you got a vision.
Yes.
And you're like, I just want to get
Mariah Carey, like all the divas.
Yeah.
All the divas. You know, randomly, I got an inquiry. This is so funny. I actually told this story already, but like, the Keisha Cole's team had reached out, and I was not able to do it. And I was like, damn, I would have loved to have done it. Like, just imagine if I like made Keisha Cole a fashion girl again.
Yeah.
You know? Because like in Keisha Cole's heyday,
she had promise.
She had so much. I mean, that was a girl who wore the piece. She was in the stuff.
She's pretty. She has good hair. She's got body.
Like, you know,
her body tea.
Okay, her body tea. I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
The divas.
The divas. I love that.
I love a diva.
Because there's so much cultural relevance.
Exactly.
But also the divas don't always.
The divas are set in their ways. But I feel like I know how to speak to a diva.
That's a good point. They are set in their ways, so it's so hard to bring them into the now. Yeah. But also to explain to them, like, look, I'm not here to harm you. Yeah. I'm on your side.
I'm for
and
us.
we can do that like this. I know what you want. I know what you like.
Yeah, but let me just fine tune it.
Hey, now it's time for questions from the queens. This is a new segment. So these are people that know who you are.
All right.
And have very specific questions.
Okay, talk to me.
Okay, talk to me.
Talk to me.
This is from Camila. What would be his top 3 tips for putting a look together? We know he loves a bag, a jacket, and coat. But what else does he look for?
I think comfortability is important to me.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm carrying around a lot, okay? So I like to be comfortable with it. Comfort is important, but also like I want presence. Yeah. Like I want presence. So I want to like see it and I want it to be like, okay, all right, bitch. You know, yeah. And proportion.
Yeah.
And then also I have to smell really good.
Fragrance is
a part.
Is your topper.
Fragrance is a part of a look.
Hey, next one is from Dr. Johnson Takes.
All right.
She said, OMG, I love me some Scot Louie.
Love you back, girl.
I'd love to know, especially because he loves to cook, if he could describe his personal style as a seasoning or spice, and what would it be?
Ooh.
It's giving smoked paprika. That's what she said.
Okay. It's giving Yard Spice by Dinner Plus, which contains smoked paprika.
Period.
Yeah.
It'll be linked below.
Okay. Link in bio. Thanks.
I love that question. I thought that was so cute.
That was very cute.
Yeah. What is his process when styling someone new? And why does he think him and Ryan work so well together?
Me and Ryan, okay, I love that question. Me and Ryan work so well together. Our birthdays are a day apart.
Okay.
We're both Capricorns.
Already a great start.
So we kind of speak each other's language. And we also enable each other a lot, which is, it's good and it's bad because we enable each other.
I love this.
But then we also like, I'm like, girl, wear the shoes. You know, like, do it like this, do it like that. And she's like, I'm not doing it, or fine, I'll try it. You know, like, we have that like brother-sister combativeness. But we also work so well together because we trust each other. Aww. And trust is the biggest thing.
And she really puts her trust in you and lets you do your job.
And likewise, like if she says to me, she's like, I'm not gonna look the best in this or it's not gonna work. I'm like, all right, but she's like, I'll try it for you.
Yeah.
We have to go the distance. We
Yeah.
have to try everything on. And that's why our processes are, it's either a really quick one or a really long one because we have to go the distance. And in terms of working with a new client, I think the biggest thing for me when it comes to working with new clients is really trying to get to know them.
Yeah.
You know, and understanding that it's a marathon, it's not a sprint. You know, we're going to take our time building together and, you know, like feeling each other out. I like to see what they gravitate towards. So I'm like,
where do you start? Yeah. Like you meet me for the first time. I'm like, I want to hire you. I need help with an event.
Phone call first.
Okay.
What's going on? You know, say you're going to, let's say the Met Gala. Fine. Okay. Well, actually, no, the Met Gala is not a good example because
It's too many cooks in the kitchen.
Too many, yeah, too much. You're going to Fashion Week, and I'm going to do you for the whole week.
Ooh.
Okay. First things first. What's on your schedule? What parties are you going to? What are you feeling? What's your vibe lately? You know what I'm saying? What are the things you're gravitating towards? Where do you want this to go?
Yeah.
You know, I take, for example, when I met Kaylani and I was working with her, she was really ascending into her womanhood. And she wanted to get out of sneakers and jeans and cargo pants all the time, but not lose that layer.
Gotcha.
So we added to what she had going on.
Love to know how Scott finds trendy clothing. It's hell out here.
It is.
They want us wearing anything is possible t-shirts.
I mean,
And that is from Miss Sincerity 88.
it is hell out here. Like I say, I'm very resourceful, so I go everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I search high and low.
Do you search by thing, and maybe that is how? Because then you can just look everywhere. 'Cause I feel like people are trying to find stores, and sometimes the store has to come to you.
Yeah, truly. I mean, like the Frankie shop, or it depends what I'm looking for. So it's like, if I want a good coat, I will do a wide search. And you know, what I use now as a search engine a lot is TikTok. Because I'm like, oh, big oversized coat.
Oh,
and
then you'll search that.
Yeah, you know, and I'll see things like that and I'm like, okay, it might not work out and stuff, but like, I'm not opposed to going anywhere. You know, I will also like I'll screenshot something and then do the Google reverse search where you like search by image. And then like all these things pop up and I'm like, oh, I've never heard of this store. Check the size run, see if it works. I love clothing.
You do a lot of trial tests too.
I
feel like you will pick up
do a lot of market research.
You do, and I feel like I know it's like effort, unfortunately, and not fair. But I feel like a lot of times you're like holding up a bag and you're like, let's just figure it out. But then you find stuff you love, and you're like, okay,
trial and error. That's getting dressed. You know, like.
That is getting dressed. Can we see that one piece that takes almost any piece in your closet to another level? Do you have that? Or can you think of that? We'll pop it up on the screen.
One piece that takes, oh my God, it's my Tom Ford Fenders. You know I love those. You know I love those glasses.
Yes.
Like I love those glasses so much.
Those are...
It's normally eyewear or a bag for me.
I would agree.
But definitely my Tom Ford Fenders. That's I have them.
I wear it like
pairs.
makeup at this point.
No, truly.
It's just like, please help me. I need something. I'm not quite there today.
Yeah.
And now I'm there.
Time.
Wow.
Every time.
Now we're going to move on to a section we literally just put in when he walked through the door.
Oh, Lord.
So we're going to play a quick little game. It's quick. At the very last minute. But we're going to go through the Impact New York red carpet premiere.
Premiere looks.
The premiere looks.
Okay.
So you're going to tell us if it's hot or not. And as a stylist, from his professional opinion, what he would change.
Okay.
Okay. They see it on screen.
Oh, okay.
It's for you, honey.
All right,
Take it all in. So first up,
start with Melanie.
I'll let you tell the people.
All right. We have Melanie's look first.
Okay.
That's my sis. I love her. I'm gonna give this a hot, and let me tell you why I'm gonna give it a hot too, because Melanie does not dress like this. Like Melanie, she's very chill, like cool girl. She's a very New York, Brooklyn girl. Like very chill, very pared back. So to see her in a skirt that she had to hold all night, stomach out, full glam, sweat bang, I was like, okay, you came out. So she showed definitely hot.
Okay, swipe.
That's me.
He's looking at himself, child. Yes. What? He's already been critical of this look. What is the problem?
I'm a stylist.
Yes.
So
Because initially I see the colors and I'm like, gorgeous. Wow.
Okay.
Jewel tones. Amazing. Like,
I'll give
color
that.
wheel. Giving it to me.
I'll give that. I love the colors. The palette is fab.
It's fabulous.
The idea is there.
Okay.
It's the construction that really got me. I worked with a young designer out of New York who actually made my outfit for the opening sequence of the show.
Okay.
And that's how we connected. And I was like obsessed. Like the first outfit he made was great. This, I think it was, and I felt like we had enough time, but something just didn't land.
The whole fit he made? Mm-hmm. Or the job? Okay.
We're gonna move to the left.
Okay. Next we have
Cleopatra. This my girl.
Okay.
Cleo is my girl.
Okay.
Down.
We're giving knitwear and a boot.
I'm gonna say not. And here's why this is not. Because this is not Cleo. Cleo is a cool girl. She's cooler than this.
Yeah.
Cleo dressed cooler than this the whole season.
Yeah.
I think Cleo didn't understand
was happening.
how big of an event this was. She probably thought we were just gonna watch the episode and be chilling. You know, and
because it's giving chill. It's giving
very chill. And she had another event that night where she changed and looked completely, but I think she didn't know how serious it is. She was just like, she was just popping in. She was like, hey y'all. Like she still got her first. She was like, hey y'all, I'm not gonna be here long. Like, period.
Fair enough. And I
Okay.
love this perspective because you shot with them all season.
All
so you also are very aware
I know what
of
the
their
girls
style.
are capable. Yeah, I know what the girls are capable of.
Next up.
Bernice. Okay.
Okay.
Well, Bernice is hot, so naturally
is.
I'm going to have to say
She's
hot.
gorgeous.
Like, this is a gorgeous woman.
Like, I mean, I've never even seen her in person.
Right. But I mean, what you see is what you get.
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is
yeah.
a
Okay.
hot woman.
We love to see that.
In terms of the outfit, there's too many different fabrics happening, like too many different fabrics of black. And the only thing I would have done was I would have had them build one of those like bras into this blazer.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's sitting a little low.
And I like the idea of this.
I like the idea. I think execution-wise, we've taken a left.
Yeah. Agreed.
Ashley. Okay.
So this is her daughter.
This is her
correct?
daughter. This is Bernice's daughter,
Okay.
Ashley Burgos. I'm gonna give Ashley hot for this one. First of all, she loves Gaultier. She loves Gaultier. She's wearing Gaultier hair. I love this for her. I love to see her in a suit because Ashley is a sex pod. Okay, she is
So
hot,
she's trying something new.
sexy all the time. So it's very good to
still
see
giving
her
us
in tailoring.
Yeah.
Okay?
We are looking at
Dream Doll. This is my favorite look of the night.
It's a banger.
She's a cool girl. You
It's
know
a
what I'm saying?
banger.
And she loves. Oh, period.
Her hair is perfect.
Her hair is perfect. You know, it's giving like a full neutral ginger.
And it's just all
right.
Somebody did their job.
A
Please.
full package.
Yeah.
You know, vintage Dior.
All right, that was cute and fun. And we are gonna end the episode with Name a Time When. This is how we always end it, a little self-reflection.
Okay.
Gonna really get in that heart.
All right.
Name a time when you were excited about a new fashion trend. Hello?
God, it's been so long. In the beginning, like the very beginning of Quiet Luxury,
Yeah, it was exciting.
it was exciting because I was really excited to see the girls simplifying.
Yeah.
And I thought simplifying would really allow the girls to really speak to fashion.
Yeah, we're getting into investing in good pieces.
Good pieces,
and
good tailoring, good
No, I
fabrics.
completely agree.
In the beginning, it was great, but I think we've lost the plot. Like now it's
have
just boring.
lost the plot, and now it's about trying to get people to think you're rich and
Right.
old money.
And old money. I'm just like, girl, what?
Who said that?
Well, who said all that? Like, right. Yeah, that was that.
Name a time when you felt proud about a personal accomplishment, or just the
2
last
nights
time
ago.
Oh,
Yeah, 2 nights ago when we did the premiere and I was like watching little clips of the show. And I was like, you know what? I had my reservations about doing it.
I was gonna say, how did you? I'm surprised you did something like that. So just give us a little tidbit.
I think I'm in this space now where it's like I've said no to myself for so long.
Yeah.
Seeing how in such a short time, starting doing TikTok in April, and then from April to seeing how much success I've had.
Yeah.
I realized that I'm just like, why stand in the way of myself?
So you're in your season of yes.
I'm in my season of yes. So when the show opportunity came around, I was still in my season of no.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Oh,
I'm not really feeling it. I don't know. And then I took the meeting. We shot the sizzle. 7, 8 months went by. Then cameras went up. And I made new girlfriends and I had great experiences and I learned a lot. So, yeah. I was really proud to see that, like, I took a chance on myself and this is going to open plenty of doors. You
Absolutely.
know?
Yay. Name a time when you felt at peace.
Felt at peace over the holidays, being at home, like when there's no phones, no responsibilities, just kind of like just chilling.
A time when you had a dining experience that left you speechless.
A dining experience?
Yes.
Ooh.
Give it
I
to
went
me.
to Claudette's. Okay, it's a French fusion restaurant, and I had.
Where's this?
This is here in New York.
It sounds like Louisiana.
No, it's here. And it's good. I had the best bouillabaisse I've ever had in my entire life. And that was the first time I ever had a bouillabaisse.
Okay.
And yeah, Claudette's. Claudette's here in New York City. Yes, perfect 10.
All right. And that's the end of our show. Thank you for being on. Where can everyone find you?
I'm on TikTok, Scott FKN Louie.
And he's
Instagram,
hilarious.
Scot Louie. Snapchat, Scot Louie. Everywhere, Scot Louie, Scot Louie, Scot Louie, Scot Louie, Scot Louie. 1 T, Louie. Yes.
Yes, 1 T. But
One
it'll be on the
T.
screen. It'll be linked below.
Yeah,
Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you next time. Bye. We're going to do the thumbnail.
Okay.
And then we're going to get your outfit against the door.
All right.
We got a whole system, child.